look at the golf club, this is the toe of the club, and this is the heel of the club. When your ball goes to the right, what that means is that the club is headed towards the left. Now what controls that is how our hands are positioned on the grip. So when we look at, we're going to use these little V's as indicators on your thumb and your index finger. You can see that your V's run in two different directions. You look at some of the type of wood, you see that the V's that are formed on the thumb and index finger are parallel to one another. Okay? So the fundamental with golf is that we want those to be parallel to one another, not skewed. Now I can see that you're a fader because how your left hand's placed on the club is very weak. If I take my hand and I adjust it to the right, that's going to make the toe of the club get there before the heel goes. And just about everything that we're going to see with your swing is going to revolve around your open club face.
Okay. So the way you see my hands.
Right. So what I would like to see you do is imagine yourself bringing out a towel, and we're going to get the right hand to go more to the left, the left hand to go a little bit more to the right.
So they're both.
Yeah, they both can move. We're just going to move that. So this is good. Your hands haven't repositioned themselves on the grip. You still see that same position there and there. So that's always difficult when someone's re-gripping the golf club. Now, God made you just like He made me. Everyone I've ever taught their arms are the same way. So when we grip the golf club, our left hand's going to be approximately 30 inches or so off the ground. And since our right hand's placed on the club lower, because the rules of golf say the shaft has to be straight, we should see that your left shoulder is 5 inches higher than your right. And what we see here is your shoulders are pretty level. And then if we look at your relationship of your catch of the ball, which will control height. So when we look at a player like Francis, because please keep in mind we're looking at some of the best in the world versus a guy that plays in the League Golf League. But we can get a little bit closer to him. So what stands out to me immediately is that you're already to the left of the ball. And if we're playing baseball, if we're playing tennis, or any other sport, when we make contact with it, your head needs to be behind the ball. So what we see here is we're seeing your head starting to move this direction. So just like for playing catch, we wouldn't want your body to go away from the target. We want it to go through the target. And this will put a lot of stress on your back. Your weight is trying to move to the left. As your head moves to the right, you know that this is where the pressure is going to be at the lower back. If you're not doing yourself any favor, when we look at Snedeker here, we're going to see how his head moves to the right. And then as he's moving towards the target, so his head. Because how high do you hit it? Would you like to hit it a little higher?
That's fun that I have. You know, they don't go higher than they like to see there.
So when the ball hits the green, we want it to stop it. Just like the grip controls the base, the ball controls the base. So as we just take a quick look at those two, you watch golf on TV, right? Which guy looks more athletic? Definitely the one on the right.
Yeah.
So now we start to see the same characteristics that we share with some of the best players in the world. And that is that our head is completely behind the ball. As we go back, you don't see your head go down as much. Now we're completely behind the ball. And as we come to it, we still got a little bit of old Tom in there where it wants to fall back to the right. But the thing is, what you're going to find is your ball's going to go super high when you do that. By moving away from it, which you're not going to want to do for very long. What I find is when I take someone that, just looking at you, is pretty athletic, but we can make that type of change in that short amount of time, from there to there. you know already that the shorter the club, the more it's played in the middle of your stance. So a wedge is played in the middle. A driver's played just inside of your left heel. The shape of the golf swing is a circle or an arc. And every circle or an arc has a flat spot. So when we have a wedge, the reason why it's played back than a stance, the reason why the shaft's shorter, is so we can make downward strikes. So that puts backspin on the ball. Makes it go up and the other and stop. The driver's on the other end of the spectrum, where we want our driver to launch a little bit lower, not much spin, so when it hits the ground, it's going forward. So we control that with ball position. So when I'm hitting a wedge, my club is moving on the downward strike. When I hit a longer wood or a long iron, the ball plays forward, so I get more of a squeeze. So the same swing, if we're working with your step back, we're fixing your driver, we're fixing everything else that goes along with it. So when I look at this guy coming into the ball, you see that your bottom is too far to the right. So this club is moving on the descent, which is going to be the top of the first one that you hit. It'll put you in that position. When you move your head back to the right, you immediately hit the top. And at the next point, you're on to move forward. In a month from now or 2 months into the season, you're really going to be able to benefit from just taking these simple principles: grip, fine tilt, downward strike. That's really about all you want. Maybe you have other things on your mind. You want to go out and play golf and relax. You don't want to be putting yourself into a pretzel and thinking of all the stuff that you need to do. So when we look at this position versus this position, we can just see how much more his weight is down his left leg. But he can do that because of where his head is in relationship to the ball. You can see we're right back to it when we hit it. So we just walk in the club, and there's that downward strike right here. And this one is hitting low to high, so we don't see the weight down the right side. Or excuse me, down the left side. We see it more down the right side. And this kind of bend to the right and twist is not very good on your back. And then when we go to
play 18 holes, right? That's right. My back is stiff.
So if we do this right, I'm going to have you step right back over the spot again. Let me hold that club. Go ahead and imagine we're going to hit that ball. I don't think your back would ever bother you. That's a relaxed position. And that's a relaxed position. So now we're starting to see your weights moving. We're not seeing that big reverse C in your back to where this is a nice straight line. So when I put that next to your golf club, look how much freer that's going to be on the crucible. So you can play 18 holes and still go work in the garden after you're done. We can get your body to do that. And all we did is we just made your head move in the right area. So here we're going to see here's your head at the start. There's your head moving to the right. There's your head moving back to it.
So I am supposed to have certain country and keep my head down.
So once your head to stay relatively steady, but the head moves from side to side, especially for a guy with a sore back. Because we don't want any twisting or make your back sore at all.
Okay.
Sometimes you try hitting a few that way. This exercise right here will do wonders for you. Start right, move to the right, move to the left. Because you could do that for a lot of times in a row without any sort of pain in your back. The weight's moving in the same direction, your head's moving that way. Then if we can get that into our golf swing. So here we don't quite see the same type of load where, we're just thinking simply getting that left shoulder over the right knee. This one's just a touch more inside of it. But the thing is if we can get you to move this way on your backswing versus this way on your backswing, you're going to work yourself into correct. So this was your first backswing, where we can really see how you're leaning to the left.
Yeah, it's easy, like, right leg is consistent straight.
And here how you move to the right. And what we're going to find is we're not going to be too far apart at impact with your spine tuck. The only difference is this one you moved away from the target on the way down. So if you can get to this position, you're going to teach yourself how to hit the ball, because you're not going to go to the range, hit a bucket of balls sitting this far behind you. If you buy into the fact, why are spines killed? Because they're on this thing winning. Why we move to the right? Because you have to shift weight. Then you're going to start to make yourself better just by playing, practicing hitting the ball. Versus you trying to get everything to line up just perfect to make the ball that great.
Eventually, when I go to the range and start to think, okay, go move your head, keep your head in one position, and I get to forcing myself into that back head because I'm doing that.
In golf, it's really set up and backswing. And then, using all the other things that you've done in life, hitting tennis balls, hitting baseball, swing.